First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 24-yard line.
Oh, I need to mess with this defensive playbook a little bit.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line. From the 27, Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release. Incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is
I heard you about
going to be
Taco Bell.
incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh my God. Did Justin end up going to Josh's?
I think so, yeah.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a punt of
My boy
38
CD Lamb be
yards
fumbling every time he
and the
gets
Bucs will
touched.
get ready to go on offense.
Every single time. Hey, you're not the starter. How many times I gotta tell you that? I'll give McCoy some touches.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, McDonald.
That's a...
And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's McDonald.
Oh,
Looking
Buster
for Jones, and
Skrine.
it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Skrine. And they are
Was
going to
it in
set up
zone?
shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Over the middle,
got
taken
stuck on
in.
the fucking
And he's going to
line.
get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And that is
Snag
caught.
like that.
What a catch inside the 5. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. On the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Go, Shaquille.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Damn it.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ.
Shaquille Barrett is not like that. He has 2 interceptions.
Because it's zone. Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Ronald Jones, what are you good at?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 13 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
It's worth it, bro. Not really.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think
No, that's easy work when it's easy.
Because you can't
I
move
don't
up
trip
to the
about
next
it.
level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Complete to number 13.
Mike Evans. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucks have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Bears nothing. Ryan Suckup.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. McDonald. This is Miller, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
God.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Wow. Oh, get up. Oh. My boy slipped. Fell down, got up, and still scored. Oh, shoot.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks
no kills?
Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard. The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Man.
At their own 25-yard
My 2nd
line.
game. You already found out about this, so.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
You got a PS5 yet, bro?
But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
You didn't get one?
Back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I only have one.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I don't know what the
He
statement
was
was.
going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Find one.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham is
I seen someone post that it's supposed to come out as much as the PS4. Like more, they're supposed to sell more units than that.
A huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game.
Come on, Gronk. I know you got a stiff arm, bro.
Who's behind him? Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Miller with a first down and more. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Bears nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything.
That you're hoping are going to turn out.
Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
You
They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Or you could max them out so people have to break the bank.
We have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
Let me get him.
back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to blow him out.
I thought you said linebacker.
The patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Oh, my God.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, McDonald.
Oh.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Bradley Inion in punt formation for the Buccaneers.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board.
Surprised. Usually he's a little. He got some kind of football IQ.
Get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Where?
And got his man complete.
Where's my safety at?
Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago.
The Chargers literally just into cover 3.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
There was no safety within 60 yards.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But all
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
I should have just.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here. Just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Now Trubisky to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Come on, Winfield.
Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will be set.
You're telling me
Now
Mitch
as
is
he
fast
breezes it
enough to
all the
keep
way
up with
back
the
inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh,
And this is going to be
goodness.
intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
I know you
so
want
maybe
to.
the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Or was a Sunday I'm trying to gather this.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught.
You just let him.
inside the 30.
Oh, what is?
Touchdown, Chicago.
What is going on?
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less Less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Nah, I'm playing my game right now.
On first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun on third down, McDonald, he finds McCoy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
And the Buccaneers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very unfortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, McDonald, and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Number 13, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, it's Patterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Come on.
20.
Blocking him back.
And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep.
That's not a pass in the experience, bro.
We do have a flag down. Let's check in with our
It's
referee.
not. I promise you.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Patterson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They go play action with Trubisky. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he
Nina
goes
Gay
down.
just got hurt.
I think
Whoa.
normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football
These
players,
injuries are
but
fucking
let's adopt it
ridiculous.
in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage.
Hey, Bobby Creekmore.
Down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And
Don't-
you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream.
Don't be, man. Look, man. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me be respectful, gentlemen. How y'all doing tonight? Y'all all right?
What up, Busty?
Defense held out.
Good. Okay, now I'm gonna, split my ether real quick. Now, if I put a post up that say that I need a top flight safe, don't offer me no 31-year-old nigga that's the same size as me that's 82 speed. Get the fuck out of here, yo. I say top flight. I mean, that means my first is involved, nigga. You really think I'm gonna give you my first for that fossil? That motherfucker wasn't. No, not my damn first. You ain't got, man, look, man. Them Eagles ass, man. I don't want none of them green face motherfuckers, man. You can have, like, I'm saying, if you had Brian Dawkins on the team, that's something different. He can get my first. Lito Shepherd, brother. I got a first for Lito Shepherd. But that ain't helping me right now. Fuck out.
47 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
No.
He got bombed.
No. Sorry, Jack. Can't help you there. You better work it out with what you got.
Oh.
Football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Hey,
Why not?
make
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some
How you not? How do you not? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Vinny Curry is a defensive end, right? No, go ahead and cut him. Sure.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
I must be in a good fucking mood right now.
That's the end of the third.
Change settings for you.
Chef, I need you to check up on your boy Eddie.
But they trail on the scoreboard as
What was our final score, man? I was watching shows with my wife. What was the final score?
I think maybe 31-13, 31-20, some shit like that.
Oh, look at y'all, man. See, that's what I like to see, man. You guys, battling like the old days.
Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
This motherfucker stole the practice squad guy from me. Alright, so he accepted my trade, so that's good.
Not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I hope you're happy, son.
Call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside.
Hey, Creekmore, how old are you again? My daughter just turned 22 today. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm dead ass serious. Her birthday is 19th. It's Saturday. Like at the clock struck midnight. I just got on the phone with her a couple minutes ago. Yes. I'm gonna say, hey, daughter. This bum named Bobby Creekmore in my Madden league said happy birthday. He's a bum ass bum, so I don't want you associating with him. So how's that? That work?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
You ain't the best in the league, Jack. I gave you the chance to prove that, and you got murdered twice.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Nigga, you went 2 and out talking about, oh, you the best. Fuck out of here. You ain't even stand a chance. I know I wasn't there, but you were in there. You were in that group, and you were in that number, and you couldn't even fucking hang, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna make my own banner. Cause see, folks don't hey man, it's fine. All I gotta do is win my division. I'm cool. I win my division. I can playoffs. That's right. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. See, a couple factors had to kind of happen in the last couple weeks to go in my favor. I had to buy a new controller, which is what I got. I had to start wearing my glasses like all the time, which I've done. The only problem I had with George today is this Joe Mixon came out there like Derrick Henry in the 4th quarter, and I could not tackle him. I mean, I had control of the game the whole. If you watch the stream, I had the control of the game the whole game. It's just to come 4th quarter, I overthrew Boykin on a spot route, and he picked 6 me, so that caught him back in there. And then Joe Mixon was just, I couldn't tackle him. So that did me in. I lost late. It wasn't, it was fucked up. But I'm gonna beat his ass next time. It's like I'm gonna beat your ass tomorrow probably, or Sunday, whatever we advance. We're gonna fuck you up. That's fine. That's fine. You lost like 56-0 to Jose, and I murder him regularly. So what are you saying? Oh. No, you lost to Jose in the damn playoffs too. You thought I forgot? Yeah, you did. It was the playoffs. It was the playoffs. Don't make me dig this up. You know. No, you lost to Jose in the playoffs. You like. Nah, man. No. I mean, I know Kenny owned your ass now. It was somebody else.
I owned him. He's my son, bro. Oh, shut up.
That's alright. Stab's back, yo. You in trouble now. I got my Stab pom poms, man. He back. He the king of the he the king of the East. El Jefe, El Rey, El Rey del Este,
4, bro. Blew him out more than you did.
Oh, Jose 4-1 though, man. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. This is true. I know him, pretty fucking well. So I understand. He gonna beat the shit out you. Jamal Adams gonna smack the shit out you. Stab's gonna fuck you up. Stab, let me get Xavier Woods, man. I need a safety.
Oh, I just turned him into a star. He's probably gonna go superstar next week. Yeah, I think he had.
Well, that's right. He could be a superstar in purple, Jack. Come on, man.
What you got?
I got my first, B. You already know how that go.
You doing stock rosters? Stock draft?
Is my roster stock? Yeah. I mean, only change I made is I just added Cameron Haywood. That's about it.
I'm not talking about your roster. I'm talking about the draft. Is it stock?
Oh yeah, it's a stock draft.
Oh hell no.
I'm trying to give college football a fighting chance a little bit before I try to get one of these draft classes, because I was looking at them, right before we started.
I wouldn't touch it.
I'm not fooling none of them shits, man, because it's not accurate. And then I thought I flirted with the idea of going back into 20 and pulling like that first draft class with Sunshine and them on there onto this one. But that's too much fucking work. I love y'all to death, and I mean not just you two niggas, but I mean like everybody. But I'm not doing that shit. That's too much. So that wasn't happening, because I would have had to go off, turn on 20, write all that shit down, and then turn on 21 and create a whole nother draft class and put all these buttes in for these guys. There's like 600 motherfuckers in the damn draft class.
Have you thought about doing a custom draft with like legends? Not legend players, like old school players, not like boosted out killer stats, but just like their names and somewhat similar.
Maybe later. Maybe like later in the seasons. When everybody's starting to get bored and the Creeks start winning games because nobody cares no more. You know that? Yeah, you're on Livingston like y'all elite. Y'all elite winners.
Oh, you didn't. You won the last season.
Who's Reggie Robinson? Is he any good? You using that guy? Oh, you know that. That's alright. That's okay. I'm trying to see what else I can do here. There's gotta be some other draft. There's some other move I can do here.
I'm about to trade CD Lamb away, dog.
I got about 45 mil too. Negative. Oh, I can't help you there, buddy. That's your fault with your trades, dumbass. Right. I'm not bailing you out. I am not.
Oh my God. You're not stopping me. You're not stopping me, bro.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
Why you call that man Pat Bev, man? That's fucked up.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
You act like it's
what
hard to
the fuck
throw.
did Beatty take from me? Beatty stole something from my practice squad. Who the fuck is this? What is it? I feel like I'm about to be angry. It's probably somebody I ain't even paying attention to.
We're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponents.
That is someone you need to bring in. That's a big personality.
Yeah. Let me see. Based on my notes, the wait list The wait list is 8 names back. Tyler's number 4 out of those 8.
Ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late.
I mean, he messed around in B3 because the third person is a guy, SJR, that used to play with Steve Royale, but he messed around and probably ain't even going to be here. So, yeah, he would probably be third. If it's on that tour.
Dang, you got 8 people, bro?
Teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind.
Say what? Yeah, man. Because I'm not gonna sit here and toot my own fucking horn, but I run a great fucking league. This is season 8. This is year 8 for MMW. But far as a whole high standards, it's like 12 years in, Jack. I was only in high standards for like 2 years before I switched over. But yeah, nigga, this real shit here, Jack. You know, a whole lot of bullshit. You know, folks try to have fun at least, but then, you know, you got your occasional Debbie Downer that like to talk, you know, start nonsense. But you know, I squash all of that because I ain't got time for none of that shit. Because you know, you said you ran the league for 6. What you talking about, Leo? How y'all doing? What week y'all in right now? Week 5. Okay. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Keeping pace. I'm glad folks took my advice and I started to, you know, when it was time to actually start. Yeah. Running leagues is a gift and a curse, man. You got to be a certain type of personality to deal with 31 other motherfuckers and their problems and their issues. And I try to relate to y'all, because everybody got their shit with them. I got my own shit with me. Everybody got their own shit with them. And it's pretty safe to say I know everybody here now. Folks have known me for a long time. Stabs has known me for a long time. I consider him a friend. So we good. Your ass, on the other hand.
Or a bitch.
Say it again. Nah, I'm playing with you, little man. But nah, yeah, it's all on how you handle folk. You can handle it. You know, people handle their leagues in different ways. Like, I commend these other guys that I know of that run leagues. My man Spencer runs in LB, right? He runs it a little different because it's real lenient there. We be over there chilling this bullshit. You know what I mean? And then you take Lynn, who was like real structured and, you know, got that military background. I respect that, but I ain't doing it. I ain't doing what Spencer doing. I ain't doing what Lynn doing. I'm doing what I do. I'm running this shit like I run a kitchen. Yeah, good. I like to think that everybody. I mean, I know everybody here don't like me, which is fine, but they at least respect me. That's all I ask for. I don't want no extra shit, no extra accolades. No, it's fine. It's whatever. Nigga, just play your game. I don't care. Play a game, talk your shit, schedule it. Bye. That's all I got. Don't fuck up. Run, do 8 rushes with running backs. You sorry bastard.
And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago,
that's a negative, Ghost Rider. You can use your QB to run all you want as long as some running backs got 8 carries. Now I see if you getting blown out. Like if Stebbs is beating you 56-7 at the end of the first quarter, I don't expect you to run anymore. You gonna throw the ball? All right, cool. Throw the ball.
There you go. You got permission, bro, because that's what's about to happen in 3 weeks.
I pay attention to everything. You know I got that sight beyond sight, so creep in trouble. Good. I noticed that, and that's fine. You know, I don't like it. I mean, if you didn't figure me out by now, I don't like enforcing rules. I fucking hate it. I like that they're there, but I feel like everybody here is grown-ass men. Y'all know what the rule is. Play by the rule. If it's an issue, holler.